Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched Gypsies Are Found Near Heaven, and this is actually one I've wanted to see for a long time. I've seen Russian film before, and of course I saw Anna Karenina, which was an American, actually British, broadcast version of a Russian story. And given the fact that it's a Russian story, most Russian stories end very tragically. And this is just an example of one of those tales, and I absolutely loved it. I thought that the music was just absolutely tremendous. It was just phenomenal. The cinematography was gorgeous. The costumes that the gypsies had are just sumptuous, and it's very sexual and sensual and erotic, just the way they live and how free and libertine they are. One might say that their existence is sybaritic. I would definitely agree with that, but they seem to be honorable, except for outbursts of temper. And Zohar he exemplifies that and shows him actually falling in love with a woman named Rada from another tribe. And she's wild, she's untamable, she loves her freedom, and it's interesting because both are wild and free in their own ways, but once he falls for her, there's nothing else other than her. It's just a wonderful film. It's beautifully done. I give it 2 thumbs way up. Of course, it has a very sad ending. I'm not going to say what the ending is, but it's very tragic. But in spite of all that, it still has one of the best soundtracks I've ever witnessed in film before. It's a movie that was done in the 70s. In Russia. It's hard to get a hold of. You can't find it in Soviet Russia, where they don't show it in Russia anymore, as this was done near, I guess you could say, near the end of the Cold War. It's still considered Soviet Russia, but now it's just the People's Republic, or not People's Republic, whatever they call Russia now. So it's interesting, just the political backdrop in which this is set in, and you can see, actually, I'm going to read a little bit of the back because it gives a better synopsis than I could. It's based on early stories by the outstanding Soviet writer Maxim Gorky. There's several interwoven love lines in this beautiful poetic drama of the proud beauty Rada and that bewitched the young Lolita Zobar, of golden-haired Ulashika, who is in love with Loiko, of the noble Saladi, passionately enamored of Rada. See, it's definitely a love hexagon. The action in a gypsy camp is set in the background of lifestyle and the tradition of Austro-Hungarian Empire's provincial outskirts, the late 19th century Bessarabia. And it's interesting. Very intriguing. I would definitely give it 5 stars because it's unlike anything I've ever seen before, even though I have seen quite a few Russian films in my time, just due to the fact that I took a class that was called Russia Film, Fact and Fiction. To this day, I really want a copy of that Stalin film because it was one of the best movies I've ever seen other than this one. This one I really like. I liked War and Peace was superb. It was absolutely stellar. I adored it. Dr. Zhivago was another good one. It's a little long, but I really enjoyed it because it's a great classic film, and it's as Russian as you can get without ordering in for stroganoff and vodka, but it's just, this is so depictive of just the people and just the division and how sly the gypsies are. It makes sense that they had to live the way they did. And this just is interesting. But despite the fact that they have their passions and their tempers, I have to say that that lifestyle doesn't seem really all that bad to me, honestly. But yeah, I don't think I would like roaming around in the caravan too much, honestly, because I like having a roof over my head. But then again, seeing the stars without any light pollution, there would be no other view. It would be so breathtaking. It would just beat everything else. So it has its pros and its cons, but just the title intrigued me, and I'm thinking that my family has gypsies in it. I don't have proof, but I felt close to the gypsy lifestyle and just the liberation of being on the open road. I can really attest to that, and I love it. It's just that the feeling of having no ties and not really caring. And I have friends that say, "You're going on your own?" I say, "Yeah." "Aren't you worried?" "No," because no one really, I have God to protect me. And someday I will be traveling with a companion, so I'm patient and I have faith in that. Other than that, I can't really say that much else about the film, other than if you're curious about Russian film, this would be a good introductory film. It's dubbed in English, but you can't really tell. It's got really good dubbing, I think. I mean, this is my opinion, even though it's a film that was made in the 70s. But that's basically all I have to say about it. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.